lot. I used to whip up in my granny's pot. She asked my friends, was I? They said, nope, he not. The mind to a praying woman. The truth's a heavy burden and it's weighing on me. Red doggies caught me slipping with the wailing on me. I went to calling out for Jesus like a reverend on me. Chalked it up to sin, took it on my chin. Gotta take some L's if you wanna win. They took a but didn't take a sin. I didn't even have no re-up I could re-up with. Had to rob another just to re-up. Pray to God that in his heart he found forgiveness for me. It was nothing personal, it was just business for me. When I got on, I paid him back and told him it was ugly. I'd rather ask forgiveness like 100 times than be asking for permission in a beggar's line. Cause of who I be and check out how I tend to mine. I got a partner who don't eat no pork at dinner time, but let you act like you gon' ever hurt or injure mine. He have your woman, and that's by dinner time. I keep my eyes on glory till the devil get behind. Now bad mind.
Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Buffalo Bills. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Now the Iowa State product, it's Kene Nwangu. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On second down, here's Nwangu. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Well, these two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go play action with Wilson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. Nwangu going to get it on the counter. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. Flush to his right. This one caught by his tight end Oliver. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the complete.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Bills are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen eluding the pressure right. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's going to have a Bills first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
On first down, Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On first down, here's Breida. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a give to Breida. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen escaping the pressure right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
On play action, Allen. The left side caught by Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. We're scoreless after 1. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Well, a shaky start for both quarterbacks now. We have the interception on the opening drive, and now they throw it right back to him.
So does that mean we're really kind of starting from the beginning, Brandon, right? Both of them have done it, so we kind of start from scratch. Looks to me like both of these defenses have done their homework, and they're executing quite well.
First play's a run with Nwangu, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball in the coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. They'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Here's Wilson to throw. And he's got his tight end, Oliver. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
They go play action now. Wilson being chased out left. Looking left side, that's complete to Oliver. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Sliding out of the pocket. And this is caught by Williams. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Flushed out right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson rolling to his left. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Josh Oliver, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
They'll run with Moss. And he's got Rome. Oh, look at the juke. 40 yards rushing for him now at his first 2 carries in the ball game.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Now a give coming right is Breida. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 6. And now they'll throw with Allen. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they'll have 50 seconds to work with, so that really plenty of time to try to put something together. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, flush to his right. He's going to look deep for more. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play there just before halftime. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Allen going to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He's going to go deep for Beasley. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half. Said, we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken at the 23. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. And we got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. The bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target. I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Play action. Now it's Allen. That is caught. It's Beasley. Touchdown, Buffalo. Cole Beasley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
2nd and 10. Wilson. Making the catch. This is the tight end, Oliver. And he spins past him and into space. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. Big yardage that time for the Jets. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go. That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
He'll find Williams on the slant. And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Wilson will throw again. Touchdown! Elijah Moore, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So the Jet offense staying on the field. They're going to go for 2. Wilson going to throw for it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I know the natural instinct is to kick the extra point there and tie the game. But here in this spot, at this point of the game, is there another coach maybe weighing in with what to do here?
Well, I think that analytics are starting to say, with it being from the 2, that you're going for 2 more often. That makes sense. But there, I still like going for 1, don't you?
Yeah, I do. I mean, that's my first instinct. But I'm understanding how the game is starting to change. And we're getting a number of these quarterbacks who are telling their coaches, we should go for 2 all the time. I want to see if we ever get a team that actually starts to do that.
A nice run on 1st down. Gets him 6 yards to the 31.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
From the 31, Allen. And he's got his man here, Beasley. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A big play here for Buffalo. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he'll find his way down right around the 12. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up.
Touchdown, Bills! Dawson Knox. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bills will extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They go play action with Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Another try after the 1st down sack. Wilson escaping the pressure right. He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Flushed out right. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. It's a big play that time by the Jets.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 37-yard line. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Play action. Now Wilson out to his left. Going for it all. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. It's Williams. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Mike Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. Big play coming now for the Jets as they'll set up to go for 2. They'll try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. But here comes Diggs. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Singletary again. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Allen now looks to throw. And this one caught by Beasley. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And this one is no good. He missed it. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Steps away. Drops this off with Nwangu. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. That'll go for a gain of 7. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Now Wilson. And that's caught by Williams. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a big play that time by the Jets.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
Here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Wilson to throw. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Throwing now is Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a...
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are right back in this football game. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another.
Taking it right down Broadway. The 30. 10. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. So Allen breaks the huddle, and his guys will go for 2 here.
I ain't want to win. I need my draft.
It's complete. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead.
I was like, I want to play, but I ain't. No way.
After the touchdown,
Get some
Bass
stats.
to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this
they
one
fell
as
apart
it's
this
through
year.
the end zone for a touchback.
Huh? Nah.
New York offense taking over for
pretty
their
mama.
next possession. Critical condition
Hey,
here,
pretty mama.
obviously. Gotta hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and making an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Finding Schultz. And some room to work. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Buffalo, they get a rare victory. They're fourth to go with their 12 loss.